Hey everyone, Greta here. Today we'll be talking about shoulder being achy or being painful when you're doing a wheel pose. This is actually a question from a viewer and I thought, yes, it's actually very interesting. So that's why I'm doing a tutorial, a little video of it. There are actually a lot of reasons why it might be the cause, but one of the possible causes is actually the shoulder position. And that is something that I actually had before. I was like forcing myself into the wheel pose like when I was younger. It ended up causing this pinching in the shoulder that is so uncomfortable that there was absolutely no way I could ease out of except to just get out of the pose. Now, it doesn't hurt to check out your wheel pose if you have a bit of a shoulder condition. So a lot of people, because wheel pose look very simple. Again, simple doesn't mean it's easy. It just means that it's not very complex. So you just place your hands down, feet on the floor, and you push up and you come into a wheel. But then a lot of times, because of our everyday lifestyle, our shoulders tend to round forward, that when we want to roll back and having the arms overhead and open up the chest and shoulders, a lot of times the shoulders tend to move in a way that doesn't feel very good if it's bearing a lot of weight. So what am I trying to say? Easier way to kind of notice if it's the shoulder position that's the problem or that's the cause is when you're doing a wheel pose. Just gonna see if my mic is gonna, okay, I'm gonna move it. The elbows, is it when you're going up into wheel pose, let me see if I could do it, is the elbows turning out away. If the elbows, I cannot even go up like that, are directly turning away, facing to the side, chances are your shoulders might be in an internal shoulder rotation like that. Because when the shoulders are internally rotated, it's easier for the arms to lift up overhead, okay? But then it's not the best or most ideal position to be in to stabilize the shoulder. So what you actually want to do is when you are doing a wheel pose, instead of just going up, aiming for straight arms, you actually want to focus on the elbows when they're going up. If you are doing it right against the wall like I'm doing, you want to have the elbows facing to the back. Okay, so that is a more a clearer cue for you. So instead of aiming for the elbow straight all the way, you might want to just stay here, elbows facing towards the back of the room, the wall, and then lift the hips up, and then keeping the elbows hugging in, and then feel the arms pushing the floor away. Your elbows might not go straight all the way, but that's perfectly fine. Keeping the elbows pointing towards the end of the mat or the wall rather. I want to keep the arms kind of pressing the floor away, pressing the floor away. This kind of wheel pose requires a lot more strength because you're using muscles that you might have not used before when you're doing wheel pose. But having the elbows facing towards the wall, meaning you are externally rotating the shoulders, keeping the shoulder joint a little bit more spacious. And having the shoulders externally rotated is a more optimal position to be in to have stable shoulders. Again, this might not be for everyone. There might be a lot of other reasons why your shoulders are not feeling too happy. Maybe your lower back is too tight, but then it's reflecting in the shoulders. Maybe your neck is not in the right place, and that's why it's reflecting in the shoulders. Again, there are tons of very different conditions and situations, but because it happened to me before, and it was because of the shoulder position, so that's why I'm sharing what I know with you. Hope it's helpful to you, and I'll see you again soon. Take it easy.